Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and today is April the 24th. Boy, a week from today is May already. Boy, where does the time go, right? For many of you, though, around the country, particularly in the Midwest and the East, you can't wait for May to come. I understand that. It's been a tough go with the weather, but hey, better days are ahead. And speaking of better days are ahead, Vegas Pro Insider Daily memberships, $39.99 a month. You're going to get all of my selections. I continue to pound out winners just across the board. Here for free picks, 150 and 151 and 119 in the last several months. So, just keep hanging in there with the free picks, doing fantastic, over 60% with my top selections across the board. Plus, you're going to get Wise Guy picks. You're going to get super systems. You're going to get the best trends of any particular day and any particular sport. All of that, $39.99 for 30 days of action. And one of the things you need to know, though, too, this isn't just about picks. This is about information. And that's what separates Vegas Pro Insiders Daily compared to any other website. It just, like I said, it's just not about picks. We're trying to give you the information to help you win because you, as the bettor, you are frequently making your own picks, aside from what I say. Okay, I'm not saying my picks are the only thing to live and die by, but you have your own feelings about games, so take advantage of it. Use it, okay, and help you. That's what we're trying to do, put you in a better position to win. That's what this is all about, and this is what we're trying to accomplish. So let's get to some free picks and some line moves for today. We'll start in the NBA because there's no NHL action, and we got Miami at Philadelphia. Game 5, tough spot here for Miami, that's for sure. Now, in the odd-numbered games so far in the series, things have not been good news for Miami, not by any stretch of the imagination. As they face elimination tonight in these games, they've given up 130 and 128 points respectively in games 1 and 3, and they lost those by 27 and 20 points. The total, in turn, has gone from 211.5 all the way to 215. Not good news for the Heat. In this one, the Sixers, they in those games, they made a ton of threes. Don't know if they will tonight. We'll find out, that's for sure. But they're a solid 16-7 over off a road win. And in those 23 games, the average total score has been 222 points. I like the over in that one. Let's move ahead to some Major League Baseball. We got the Atlanta Braves at Cincinnati. And to borrow from the great Harry Carey, holy cow! Could not believe Cincinnati finally won last night, just their 4th win in 22 games. And by winning, they picked up a whole bunch of new people. Well, not a whole bunch, but they picked up enough of attraction that they have fallen from plus 130 down to plus 115 at home against the Braves. They pounded the Braves yesterday, 10-4. Now, Cincinnati at 4-18. I mean, come on, they're not that bad, but let's be honest, on the other side of the coin, they're not a very good team either. They certainly won't finish anywhere near 500, or certainly doesn't appear that's going to be the case because they have a lot of weaknesses up and down the lineup, and particularly in their pitching staff. Now, tonight, Brandon McCarthy is going to go for Atlanta. He's pitched very well, 3-0, and the Braves have won all 4 of his starts, got a 2.91 ERA, so he's been tough. But here's the thing, even though the Atlanta looks like the safer play, in McCarthy's lifetime history as a starter, when he's a favorite on the road between a favorite of minus 100 up to minus 150, the teams he's pitched for in those games are 3-19. Whew, that has to make you a little bit wary, right? I mean, makes me worry a little bit. So instead of making Atlanta a solid pick, I'm just going to have a small lean, okay, on them. Though 89% of bettors are still following the Braves. Now let's move ahead to a couple of interesting games from the way teams are playing well. Start with in the National League, Arizona is at Philadelphia. Now, since the first start of the season, both Robbie Ray, got to get that in my head here, Robbie Ray and Vince Velasquez have pitched much better. They didn't pitch so well in their first outing of the season, but in the last 3, Ray's down to a 3.24 ERA, and Velasquez is at 2.41. So they've been sharp in recent outings, and with that, the total on this has slipped from 8 down to 7.5 overall. Now, in looking at this, that does make some sense because of how they're pitching and the fact that in the last 7 games, both offenses for these teams, they're off more than a run off their season average. However, I'm going to go over, and here's why. Ray continues to walk a ton of hitters, so that's a problem. At any given time, you put guys on base, you're walking, you're setting yourself up. 1 walk, 2 walks, couple of hits, all of a sudden you got a rally going. So I like the over because I'm not sure about him. And Philadelphia has faced 5 left-handed starting pitchers, and they have averaged over 9 runs per game. I like the over in that one. Now, let's move ahead to the American League in the battle for, it's early, but it's still a good series. The LA Angels against Houston. Now, the Angels just off a rotten homestand, 1-5, couldn't score at all, got bombed several times, but they flew to Houston and they only put up 2 runs, but they made it hold up. Tyler Skaggs in the bullpen, Tyler Skaggs in the bullpen, 2-0 win last night for the Halos. So that was a very good effort, and containing the Astros offense was good. So tonight we've got Charlie Morton going for the Astros, and he's been very good. He's got an ERA under 1 so far for the season. That's very good. And we know Shohei Ohtani, he's quite capable of pitching very well. He didn't pitch very well against Boston in his last outing, and also had a finger problem, reportedly. That's a little editorial comment there. I don't know. He probably did. But it just, he didn't pitch very well. And you could see he was very jumpy, very nervous in terms of for that game, a big league game against a top quality opponent. So you have to wonder a little bit about that. Nonetheless, the total on this one has dipped from 8.5 down to 8. Again, I think you have to be a little concerned about Ohtani on this if he gets a little too excited. However, the Halos, when they are playing a team like the Astros that wins more than 62% of their games, most recently they are 13-2 under. I'm going to support that and think that's going to be the right side to be on. So, hey, there you go. 4 free picks for you today on Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with even more. At least as many for sure on that, and quite likely more. So this is Doug Upstone, Vegas Pro Insider Daily. Become a VPID member, $39.99 a month. That's all it's going to cost you. Sign up today, get it going, help yourself win some more money. That's what we're trying to accomplish here, both with the free picks and certainly with the paid subscriptions. Doug Upstone, Vegas Pro Insider Daily. I am out.